Hope everybody's having a great Thursday. I'm on my lunch break, so figured I go live and see who all we can draw in here today. I'm sure Fish On will jump up in here, but we will see. Man, looks like I got some sun. I'm just kind of red faced. Been in the cooler, work in the cooler, so man, oh man. But we'll see. It looks like the alerts just went out after 47 seconds live, so we'll see who all jumps in. Oh man, coffee. Coffee, hopefully it's still a little cool. Oh yes, man, that tastes right. That tastes right. So we got one person up in the room. We'll see how this live stream does. If it doesn't look like it's going to do good, we'll just end it and I'll go back to watching some YouTube videos. I'm ready to get out of here. We got about 1 more hour left of working. Hello. Hello. Never again. I remember when you used to say that when I did. When I start talking like this, you're like, never again. Ready to get home. I got shit to do. Supposed to go fishing tonight. I don't know if we will or not. Dad's been feeling bad the last few days, so I don't know if we'll do that. But um, do need to get home and plant those lavender plants. I'm gonna plant them in like a little pot. And I've been looking up videos on harvesting them, but I think they say you're supposed to harvest them in June and July, which that's kind of sucks if they have pretty blue flowers, purple flowers. So I look forward to harvesting those things and like hanging them up in the kitchen, maybe up above the window, letting them dry out, and maybe gather the seeds from it later on. And I know where I'm going to plant them for their forever homes. I want to put them on each edge of the house, front of the house, because I see where they bush out really good. So here's my plan on that. And plus, they can be next to my tomato plants up front and hopefully keep all the bugs and skaters out of the way. And I also want to get some more where mom had old real barrel on the side of the house that she used to plant some plants in it. I don't know. I can't remember what she used to plant in them, but I've been trying to figure out what to plant in them. I wanted some. We used to do magnolias, or not magnolias, might be magnolias. Whatever those damn orange and yellow plants was that only happens in the spring, then they die out. Then it's like no good after that. I used to get a whole bunch of those, but maybe plant some lavender in that little thing there and see if it can bush out all over that. So that'd be one little area, and it stays sunny the whole time. I seen what it says they need to at least 6 to 7 hours of sun and or more. So that definitely would have a whole lot more sun in it. So got some hummingbird feeders hung up. The bad thing about it, that shit attracts ants, I noticed. But beautiful hummingbird feeder I got off Amazon. It's called a hummingbird wind chime, which it doesn't wind chime because they be busting all over the place. But it's like one, two, three, four, five, six, about 6 or 7 little bulbs that hang down, and all in an angle, kind of in a swirl. I'll have to do a little short video on it so you guys can see. And I did get a little mason jar hummingbird feeder. It's cute. It's like a small mason jar, about probably about almost like that big. What's going on? How the garden? What's up? What's up? Hope you're doing good. I think my dad said that you live down in Florida, so hopefully you're having a good, beautiful day down there. I think it's been in the 90s down in Florida. What I've seen, at least Disney World, Orlando is like 90s since I came back to Tennessee. Went down there, Disneyland, Disney World for a week. Kind of keep track of how Orlando looks and feels. Home away from home. I'm having from the heat. Yeah. I tell you what, it's hot here in Nashville. Of course it's hot. It's like CMA Fest week. CMA Fest goes on, so we get all the heat. But I think it's mid 80s. But man, I tell you what, you're hiding from the heat. I don't blame you. Uh, it's hot today. Chris, what's up? Yo, yo, yo. Uh, yeah, once I get home though, I don't really plan on hiding from the heat. I need to get some of these planting done, some of this lavender, and mess with the garden a little bit. I need to do a couple things. We're planning on fishing tonight. I don't know if we still are or not, and we'll see how that goes. I know I can. I'm still gonna mess around tomorrow on it too. But tomorrow morning, I like to be able to get up, have a cup of coffee out on the front porch. Maybe I'll live stream doing that. Maybe I'll live stream on the front porch tomorrow morning. Have a good little good morning coffee stream. That's always fun. I used to do that. I used to have fun doing that on Friday mornings. But I don't know. We got 4 people in the house. We was up to 7. We only got one thumbs up. Oh man, it hurt my elbow. Elbow hurts. I think I got like tendonitis or some crap like that. I massively overheated in the greenhouse yesterday. I'm taking it easy today. Oh man, how to garden? I know that can be really easy done to overheat in that. Back in high school, we had a greenhouse. I took greenhouse class all 4 years of my high school because I loved it so much. I took my ag mechanics greenhouse class. I always loved doing stuff like that, but I know that greenhouse, man, it gets so hot. I've been looking on Amazon. I'm not gonna lie, the last 3, 4 days I've been looking at Amazon to see how much I could get a greenhouse for. I don't need a big one, just something that I like a little good little walk-in greenhouse. I love to have a big one. I ain't gonna lie, but I don't know what size would be good enough for me for what I like to do. But I think they're about $500, $600 what I've seen on Amazon. I don't know how really big those are, but it comes with like the plexiglass windows and stuff that you put into place, all metal framed up. It's got a little vent at the top of it that lifts up where it can air out. But I wouldn't mind getting one of them. That way I could get like an earlier start. And one of them actually had a lights that go around, solar power lights, and it had a growing fan inside where it's a fan that goes around, but it also has those UV lights on it. But I think that would be a lot of fun to do. A 10 by 20 is good size for homeowners. That's what I would like to get though, a 10 by 20. I don't know how much that's going to be, but that would be a great Christmas gift for myself that everybody can go in on, and just everybody could go in on that and get me that for Christmas. I would be out there December 26th putting it up, getting it all set up, bidding me some shelvings and everything to put in there. But it'd be fun to grow a couple hanging baskets, a few hanging baskets. That way I can hang them out front of the house and also give them away. You know, I wouldn't mind giving my brother and grandmother some plants that I grow, and I could grow up, start up so many tomato plants. So, I mean, man, it'd be fun. Even some just beautiful little flowers start from seeds all the way up and have them planted in the spring. And I don't know, endless possibilities. Just starting a greenhouse, even a small one, would do just what I need. And if I could get so many tomato plants and cucumbers and pumpkins and all that good stuff, kind of a head start, pepper plants, I could have a ton ready to go and still buy some more in the store when they start selling them. And I could be ahead of the game What's going on? Fish on. Tomato clones easy from cuttings. How how do you do cuttings? How does that work? How to garden? I don't know if you got a video on that or anything how to garden, but I'd like to know how tomato clones easy from cuttings. I'd like to know more about that one too. Take a little time, a little one to play. There you go, fish on. I'm glad that you get a little playtime with the kiddo today. I get my kiddo tomorrow night. I think we're gonna go to my grandparents, my grandmother's, and see my aunt and them tomorrow night. Last couple of days in my 30s. Saturday I turned 40. At 2:22 a.m. on Saturday, June the 8th, I will become 40 years old. I already spent 40 years on this planet Earth going around and around. Goodbye to my 30s. Hello to a new chapter, new era of my 40s come Saturday. So, I don't know. Halfway of a midlife crisis thinking about turning 40. I guess you kind of say I did because I bought a boat that I ain't been able to use that much because all the rain we've been having. Ever since we got the boat, it's been flooding and rain and all that crap. But it's been great for my garden. We got 4 people in the house. 2 thumbs up. And a partridge in a pear tree. How to garden? I've got that itch, man. I got that bug to finally get back out there and garden. These last 2 or 3 weeks, man, I've been really struck hard with this gardening thing because it's fun to plant stuff from the seeds and just watch everything grow, and you take care of it outside and nurture it and watch it all grow. Then be able to harvest your tomatoes and all that stuff, man. It's pretty wild. I mean, my mom and dad used to do that all the time, but after my mom passed away a couple years back, I ain't been in the mood to be able to not fish, but I ain't been out of the mood to garden. But something has came over me in the last, you can say, month, that it keeps getting stronger day by day to get out there and start gardening and take care of this stuff. And I don't know, man. Next year I want it to be even bigger. Groceries are expensive. Grow what you can. That's why I don't buy tomatoes inside, man. I would love to make some BLTs and even just eat some tomato sandwiches. Have some fried green tomatoes. But man, those things, just buying one is expensive, about $3. That's almost how much a plant costs. Plant's like $5, and you have endless supply of them. So that's what I really want to learn about, how the cloning tomatoes from cuttings. I need to learn stuff by that. But even like I love cherry tomatoes, little Tommy Toads and stuff, what you want to call them. I absolutely love them, man. When they grow and they're good enough to pick, man, I'll pick them, a handful of them, go inside, wash them off, and I'll eat them right there sitting at the sink right after washing them. They don't last long around me. But I would love to grow a bunch of big tomatoes and make some salsa do some homemade salsa. I got 2 banana peppers planted, but I would love to have maybe like 2 more banana pepper plants. I got the room to be able to plant. Just doing it, man. I wish for Christmas, I love to get a tiller that I can mess with in the spring and stuff. I would get out there even in the wintertime, keep tilling things up, composting all in it, and kind of getting it ready. I don't know. I'm gonna have to crank up my car. It's hot, man. Hot, hot, hot. So, apologize for the noise. Because, oh my goodness, it gets hot. Hot, hot, hot. I grew 800 pounds of tomatoes in my yard this year. Even set up a roadside stand and sowed some. Man, that'd be great. How many for you to grow 800 pounds? How many tomato plants did you have? Because it'd be cool to go to the farmer's market, whatever, and just sit out there and just sell some. 152. Holy crap, man! You living a dream right there. God. Yeah, I need some videos from you on how to clone. I know my video wasn't much to watch, but it's fun and kind of like I'm gonna make a playlist for just gardening stuff and just watch my garden transform and grow throughout the year and going for 200 next year. Go for 250. Screw it, double it. Go 250, double it. Go 300. But it'd be fun just to look back at my videos at the end of the year and watch them over again at the end from just my own personal reasons to go back and watch for how those little to how big they get and how much I can harvest. And I'll keep track of how many peppers I pick and how many tomatoes I pick, how many cucumbers, and at the very end of the year tally it all up and have a video of how much I've harvested over the year. And hopefully next year you see improvements in a garden, a bigger garden. And who knows, in about 5 or 10 years, keep doing YouTube and you go back from the very beginning, how crappy my garden is this year to what it can be. I don't know, it's fun to document the stuff. I watch a lot of YouTube videos of gardens lately. So a lot of people's got beautiful gardens. But I know that those gardens, they didn't start it overnight. That took years for them to do and money invested and all that stuff. We got 6 people in the house, 2 thumbs up. And I got me a little table set up right beside my raised garden bed. I call it a raised gardening bed, but I haven't raised it yet. That's what I'm going to work on in the winter time. Right now I just got the garden bed placed where I want it, and I just planted it straight into the ground. I didn't build it up. I didn't add all the dirt. Because in the winter time I'm going to take sticks and limbs and stuff and cut them all up and place at the bottom, and I'll place a bunch of leaves. I got distracted. I'll place a bunch of leaves in there and compost and everything. Then buy some mulch and everything and dirt in the spring and add to it. So have all the naturalist stuff on the bottom, then buy the rest just to fill up the garden in the spring. And I want to do the same thing where I got my cucumbers going. It's just, I got them kind of late in the year, and I didn't do what I wanted to with it because I didn't have time to be able to put all the leaves and sticks and stuff like that. So I found a lot of free resources, just had to start paying attention to what is around and build from that. That's it, man. It's just so much stuff that you don't think about, even just laying around the house outside and wood sticks and stuff, and like just tree limbs, cutting off those, the big parts, and using them as build a trellis, and everything would look so natural, old school. We got look like bamboo growing around the house. I can cut them down, cut them in certain sizes to use as a trellis, tie them up, buy me some yarn, and build a nice little trellis just from all those bamboo stalks. That would be easy done. Easy done. I thought about even taking those things and building like little teepee huts and make it where I can have an opening right in the middle where I can stand up in and grow green beans or something like that. Or grow something like that. Use some bamboo is awesome. I use a lot. See, I'm trying to think how to go, and I'm trying to think, man. I got so many plans in my head that I know I just can't do this year that I'm going to have to do in the fall, and I'm planning for next year, which I still can do it this year. But I hope I did those little seedings of little pumpkins. Those what do you call them? Jack B. Littles or whatever. Those small ones. Just beautiful little pumpkins that's just for decorations and stuff, and I'll hopefully I can grow those, and that's something me and my kid can paint on and do for Halloween and Thanksgiving. But anyway, what I was getting at is use that bamboo or sticks or whatever and build like a little teepee and have it big enough where I can walk inside it, or even my kid, and plant those little pumpkins all the way around it and let them grow up the teepee. Then they be hanging all around it, all the little pumpkins, and we can walk inside and grab the ones, harvest the ones that's hanging down from the inside and stuff. Bean teepee is awesome. I need to build a new one. I just, man, I seen something like that. I never did think about it at my kids' school. We did field day. I went up there and they had like a little makeshift garden there that they didn't even do anything with, and they had like 3 teepees. And I was looking at it. And this was like 3 weeks ago. I was looking at it. I'm like, that would be make me a beautiful little garden idea to use. So I got that stored up in my head. I needed my journal. I really do. And start drawing ideas how I want to do it. And that, I draw and paint and all that stuff, so it could be like a little journal art book just for my gardening, and draw me up some ideas for my teepees, and draw a little diagram of it, have little pumpkins on it, and I can label it like my pumpkin idea. Draw another one with beans hanging out, have a little bean idea. Sketch out my tomato plants and have them labeled out, like what tomato plant is which, because I screwed up this year, man. When I planted my tomato plants, I planted 4 of them together, and I have no clue which ones I planted where, so I could draw up my little diagram in my journal and label which one is which. Get some purple whole green beans, and it will be covered with pretty purple. Really? I just screenshotted that so I can do that. Purple whole green beans. I wonder where I can get that at. How to garden. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I've seen those here at Walmart. I don't know if they got them at Lowe's or something, or if I have to order them online. But that'd be nice. Whole covered with pretty purple flowers. I'm going to have to see what we get in stock here. That's exactly where I work at. I work right here at the old Walmart. So when I get off work today, I'm going to go out there. I know we've been hit pretty hard on the selling of the little packets. So I want to go in here after I get off work and see if I can find me some purple whole green beans. If I can't find them, maybe I'll just order them online, or burpees online. Solomon Furrows, what's up? Burpees online. What is burpees online? I've never heard of that. Sometimes I can be a little tightwad how to garden. I like to be able to get them as cheap as I can, which you know how it is. When you're gardening and stuff, you're gardening to save money. So you're trying to get stuff that's not that expensive, so you can reap more of an investment into it. Seed company. Man, I'm doing all right. Man, I hate to even like try to butcher the name, man. But I'm doing all right. I hope you're doing good. Seed company. I'm gonna screenshot that too, and so I can go online and maybe find a bunch of other stuff. That's why I went ahead and bought my lavender plants yesterday. I bought two of them. I'd like to have a couple more, but maybe I can harvest the seeds off the lavender plant so I can grow even more next year. I don't know when you can plant seeds of lavender and when they start doing good, because I hate to plant them too early or too late in the year and not grow good, you know. But I like to plant some stuff that I can actually use and eat, but also plant some things that will bloom up and be beautiful kind of shrubberies, not really shrubs, but beautiful decor around my stuff. Like I heard that you can plant marigolds around your tomato plants. If that's right, I think that's supposed to keep away bugs and everything from uh, getting into your tomato plants. Plus, that'd be a good looking little edging that goes around my tomato plants and look pretty good, I would think. Save your own seeds and adapt to your garden and grow easier. That's what I'm going to do, man. I'm going to have to video all this and just um, document my journey on just becoming a gardener, you know, because like I say, my parents used to do it a lot. I grew up watching them plant big gardens, but it's fun. And like I say, with everything's getting so expensive, I think the world needs to go back to gardening. And I know it was big back in the day. Gardens was huge. And I think a lot of people went away from it, but on the YouTube community, you can tell a lot of people still does it. And plus get outside and get off the TV and just enjoy nature and everything. So that's what I'm going after. Marigolds help a lot. But don't it have such a short lifespan? Because it seems like every year I would buy my mom marigolds for her birthday, which was April the 16th, right at spring. So I would buy her a lot of marigolds to plant around, but it seemed like they had such a small lifespan that they only lasted like a week or so. My mustard greens are so adapted to my yard; they come up on their own every year. Man, maybe I need to grow me a mustard green. I could. The good thing about planting stuff, you can plant them in some of the most weirdest spots. It doesn't even matter if you have them organized in your little garden area. You can put it in like different ends of your yard and get little cubbies, little pockets of your yard that you just want to fill something in. You just go there every year, just start harvesting your mustard greens. Did think about too buying like tomatoes and stuff from the store and just using those seeds out of it. Apples, take seeds out of my apples and stuff that I eat. Like say how the gardening, you know, too, just how expensive it can be starting it up. And like I like to have like little pavers and stuff, but man, that stuff's expensive. And I like to build my own like raised garden beds and stuff from like bricks or wood and stuff like that. But all that stuff's expensive, man. Even trellises, man. I love to buy some beautiful looking trellises, but that stuff's expensive. So maybe I just need to somehow figure out how to build my own out of like those canes that we have that's a lot like bamboos, and start building some trellises out of that and just take my time and document my journey. Marigolds have about a 3 month lifespan. When you buy the big flying plants, they're already 2 months old. Oh, really? So when you buy them, you're already way behind the game plan. So in the spring, like say if they could be 2 months old, but by the time you buy them, they could be, well, by the time I've been buying them, they might have been 2.5 months old. So I would only get about 2 more weeks out of that plant and they swivel up. That makes sense. How to garden. That makes sense. Man, guys, I don't know if anyone has How to Garden on YouTube, but please, please, please go and subscribe to How to Garden. I've been trying to think the last couple of days how long we've known How to Garden. I don't even know your actual name. I like to. I don't know why I'm thinking it started with a G, but but like say I know we've probably had you for like maybe 4 or 5 years now on our channel, but they can last longer if you trim seed heads. Glenn. Okay, that's right, Glenn. See, I knew it started with a G. I was, man, maybe this feels kind of smart. I kind of feel smart right now since I remember a G. Glenn, 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 Glenn. Gotta beat that in my head sometimes, you know? Almost 5 years. So, man, it's been a long time. You've seen us do a lot of stuff on our YouTube channel. We don't stick to one niche, do we? We jump all over the place, but that's what I love about my channel. You go to my channel, you'll see now gardening, you'll see fishing, you'll see artwork, which I created my own artwork channel, Art Carver Artwork, Gatlinburg videos, Florida videos, Disney World videos, holiday videos when I do my store walkthroughs of like Christmas decor, Halloween decor. And back to a little bit of the subject, I want to harvest my lavender plants. I've seen where and make a wreath. If I can get so much of it growed out, when I can harvest it, kind of dry them out, but turn them into a wreath and hang up on a door inside the house. That way, have something to look at pretty while it's drying out, so I can grab those seeds, you know. But Glenn, I really do appreciate all the support you've given me, my dad, and my brother, and stuff over the last 5 years. It's definitely meant a lot to us, and I know Dad's talked about you for a very long time now, and about planning and everything. You gave him tips, and that I'm wanting to spread along in my videos too, and give you full credit for the tips I'm going to share out, like the little milk jug water dripper idea, you know, because we are going to be getting into the summer months. We've had a lot of rain this spring, but I know in these summer months, this rain's going to stop. We're going to hit a lot of dry spells, a lot of drought, and that little milk jug trick with the water is going to help us out a lot. I've already got one saved, and I told my dad, I was like, Dad, we got to start saving these milk jugs. I'm like, I'm going to save them up, and I'll just place them outside. Feel free to ask anything you need to know. I'll tell you, I'm going to do a deep dive into your YouTube channel to try learning as much as I can. And like I say, I get you on TikTok now too. That's where I'm probably going to hit you up a lot to ask you questions. That'd probably be about because there ain't no way I could contact you on YouTube. All that is comments. It'd be nice if YouTube had a little section where you could message the creator. But I'm going to hit you up on TikTok. I don't know if I got you on Facebook, Instagram, or anything like that, but I know I was talking to Dad about you the other day, and Dad was talking about how you're just a down-to-earth person, super nice guy, and I was like, Dad, I can definitely tell that from the videos I've watched of you. So you kind of remind me a lot of my dad, you know, so I feel bad that I ain't got to talk to you as much as I should have been over the last 5 years. I think this is the most I've talked to you probably ever, honestly. And I feel bad that I didn't form a friendship with you a lot better over the last 5 years, but I guess you can say better late than never, you know? Like a great fish fertilizer, that would work well for you. Oh man, see, I need to learn that because I'm always catching a bunch of bluegills, so I can take my bluegills and turn them into fertilizer. So I'm gonna have to learn that trick from you, buddy. That reminds me of my uncles. There we go. Oh man, I tell you what, man, I'm itching like crazy because we got so many ticks around the yard, around the house, and mosquitoes that, man, I got bug bites all up and down my legs, all the way up my thighs, in my no-no areas, close to my no-nos, my arms. It's like every time I look, spot, I start itching. But I'm having to start spraying some bug spray on my legs, my arms, before I get out there and start messing with the yard. I have a lot of family up there that I don't get to see often. Oh, really? You're going to have to make a trek up to these woods sometime soon. Man, I started itching, man. You know, once you scratch a bug bite, it just won't leave you alone. Those Tennessee bugs, Tennessee mosquitoes, Tennessee ticks, the Tennessee ticks. Tennessee ticks. You kind of like sea ticks. Oh my gosh. One day. So since you're down in Florida right now, Glenn, and it's like first week of June, I know it's like 90 degrees right now for you. I want to go to West Tennessee. Man, I want to move to East Tennessee, back up in Gatlinburg way. Tell you, like, as far west as I would go, probably be like land between the lakes up in like Dover, Tennessee. We used to deer hunt a ton up in Dover every year. East, there you go. 98 degrees, holy crap. So what do you plant right now? What are you gardening right now in this heat? Because I know here in Tennessee, in about a few weeks, July coming up, August coming up, we're going to be getting that heat too, man. What's rough is like, I know, so you got to plant well ahead of time before you can harvest, because a lot of these seeds I've been looking at, it says harvest in 60 days, 70 days. I'm kind of like, damn, man. Sometimes I can be impatient and I want to plant, I want to harvest the next day. I get that like excited about stuff. I just want it now, you know. We got 3 people watching, 3 thumbs up, 1 person commented. Oh, the other couple was like, just like, man, this guy's kind of nut on this gardening stuff. I kind of went all in, bud. My guy. Orca, eggplant, and tropical fruit trees. Man, bet you just. The good thing about you down there, that you could probably grow those tropical fruit trees and stuff like that, and be able to grow that stuff year round, because I'm sure that y'all really don't have that bad of winters. I wouldn't think that really lose the plants like we do. We get some snow. We got like 1 month that's like cold, like it can get down in the negatives, you know. Eggplants be pretty fun to grow, because I know you can harvest them and fry them up just like a fried green tomato. I've cooked those things like a fried green tomato, and man, it tastes just like it, man. It's crazy how close of a taste it has to the tomatoes, which I know it's probably basically in the same family. Winter is growing season, man. That's crazy. That is unreal that your growing season is when we're like getting all the snow, which my brother, he's been down there. They went to Disney World a couple years back in January. We had all the snow here, like 7 inches of snow. My brother sent me pictures and videos of him walking around Disney World in shorts, 80 degrees, 70 degrees, beautiful weather, and we're over here just drowning in snow. Never seen real snow. Man, you know what? I need to move to Orlando. I need to move to Florida so I don't have to see no snow. I can't stand snow. Give me summertime, give me spring, give me summer, give me fall all the time. Just, man, I can't stand winter. I don't like being cold. I don't like that white crap. And just, man, it's not fun. I like being outside. I like being able to fish. I like being out in the garden. I miss playing golf. I want to go play golf, man. I ain't played golf in like 9 years. I got to get out there and golf. But when it's cold, when it's snow, uh, it's like that depression kicks in. The winter blues are like, bleh. Oh man, summer is or winter. We stay inside from June until September. Man, I tell you what, I can understand that because when we go down there vacation in Panama in like the last week of June and part of the first week of July, it is so hot down there. I go out there try to play putt-putt with my kids, be soaking wet from sweat, and we just sit on the beach up underneath canopies and stuff and get in the water for a little bit. But man, we wouldn't do anything really except like late evenings when we go walk around like Pier Park or early mornings because man, those middays, summer heats are just awful. Fishing nights so you don't get heat sick. That's what we used to do, man. We used to go on the pier at night, fish all night, or we go down there on the beach and just fish straight from the beach, the shoreline at night, and have so much fun. We would fish early morning, get out there in the water, and get up about belly deep, chest deep. More like we get out there really chest deep, and go out there try catching the Spanish mackerels and stuff like that. And man, we'd be out there wearing our arms and shoulders out because our arms and stuff, we'd be fishing with our arms way over our heads, trying to crank in the spoons and stuff, and just completely just way up over, pop, pop, pop. But that was so much fun. The last time I went was 2022, the year after the summer after Mom passed away, and 2023 we went to Gatlinburg in the summer, and we're going to go to Gatlinburg again this summer. Time to go fishing. Hopefully, I get another tarpon on a live like last year. That would be awesome. I love catching tarpons. Me and my kid, we did like a little boat outing last year, and we seen a bunch of tarpons running, coming out of the water and stuff like that. That was crazy. Just see how big of splashes they do just from we didn't even do a fishing boat. It's just a sail. And that was, man, those tarpons are monsters. I could not imagine loading onto a tarpon. My dad's caught some bonitas from the fishing pier, and those things are like a bullet going through the water, you know. Those things are so fast and strong. All he could do is just hold on to them and wear them out, hopefully, and get them to snag them up. Get a little bay, there by that has tarpon every summer. Man, you got it made, dude. You got it made. I would love to be down in Florida right there. Man, this hour has went by quick. I've been live streaming now for 45 minutes. Goes by quick. Man, I'm gonna have to trim my fingernails. I'm gonna have to put gas in my car when I get off here, when I get off work. Gas getting more and more expensive. That's why I'm glad I got a battery operated mower. I love those battery operated mowers, man. They cut so good. I get like 20 minutes per charge, which one one of my mowers, I got 2 batteries, so I'll get about 40 minutes worth of cutting time, 2 batteries, and I charge them up, which that gives me time to take a break while they charge back up. Makes you take a break in this heat. But how to garden, man, Glenn, I already appreciate all the help you've given me the last couple of days on gardening and stuff. Say I'm gonna plant my um, lavender plants in like a little old flower pot, hanging pot for right now because they're small. I'll make a video on it. You see how small my lavender plants are, and I know once it gets bigger, I'll move it to another pot, or next year, what I'll do is transplant it in the spot I want it to be in, and let it go from there, you know. But I think it'd be okay this year in a little old flower pot, because I got to do some work on where I'm going to plant them at. There's like weeds there. I'm going to have to get all that go through, and we're getting already hot. We're getting in summertime, so I got to work on the little gardening spots little by little, so I don't overdo it and get too hot. You got 2 people in the room, 3 thumbs up. All right, well, I guess I'm going to end it right here. We've been live streaming for 47 minutes, and I got 7 more minutes of my lunch left. So I'm just going to chill here for a second before I have to go back in and clock back in. Get back to work for another hour. Also, sweet basil should do really well in the ground around your tomatoes. Help with pests. Really, sweet basil. Well, let me just screenshot that right there. So I need to look for sweet basil, something purple peas, purple beans. I got that screenshotted. I can go back and actually get the name on that. Sweet basil. And I guess the sweet basil I need to actually buy in its plant form and not a seed, because I'm sure the seeds on a sweet basil will probably grow really slow, and I kind of need that stuff quicker than later on my tomato plants. I never did think before to plant other kind of plants around tomato plants to help with bugs or deers and stuff like that. And it makes sense, man. It makes complete, total sense to plant other plants. But I know there's some things you don't need to plant around tomatoes because I don't know if they're toxic and mess up your eating, and you know. But I'm still learning. A lot to learn. I don't think you ever learn everything. There's always taught that you never learn everything. Companion planting helps. That's what I do. I want a lot of companion planting. And like, I think it would look really cool too, have my raised garden bed and have on the outside of my raised garden bed a all lavender going around it. So you got your purple flowers going all the way around my gardening bed. And I can still get in my garden bed from the front, leaving a little path like on the middle where I can go in and go left or right to be able to harvest what I need. But I think that would be pretty little decor. I got plans. It's just going to take time. Going to take a couple years. That's a bad thing about gardening. Time means years. But I know in the off season you can speed up the process year after year, just drawing and planning and everything. And like you said, make stuff on your own. Don't worry about buying things, and just utilize what you have, utilize the space you have, and just be smart, I guess you can say. But it's 12:02 here in Nashville. I got to clock back in at 12:07. So I appreciate each and every one of you guys that did come in. It takes time, and every failure is a chance to learn. Exactly. Failure means you're going to win later. You fail today, you win tomorrow. So, but man, I appreciate it. I will talk to you soon. Like I say, be on the lookout for my gardening videos. They ain't going to be much to watch. They ain't going to be that good. But it's just my little journey of me gardening my way and me learning along the way. Just, I appreciate it. I know 5,000 ways not to grow tomatoes. Man. Probably every way that I do it. All right, guys, I'm going to get off here. Glenn, I'll talk to you later. I appreciate it, man. Much love, much support to you. And in the words of the coach, please. Peace.